Hello and welcome back to another wine tasting. As we've just done the Calabria, and with that nicely styled label which goes into detail of what is in it, I thought we'll do a red that is similar in labeling. And this is the Kingston Estate Winemaker Barrel Select. It says variety, Petit Verdot, and some people say Petit Verdot. It's up to you. Vintage 2010, cellaring, ideal conditions 8 to 10 years from vintage. So I actually should be drinking this in 2020. I have enough wine to keep me going, so I think I should try this for this video. Ideal conditions, 8 to 10 years from vintage. Deep garnet coloured wine with vibrant purple hues and a complex bouquet of violets, fruitcake and dusty cedar. Up front, violets and dark fruit transition to a mix of plums and prunes on the mid palate, with a velvety complex dark chocolate and coffee finish balanced by firm soft tannins. Now, if it's already got that now, I'm really looking forward to when I can get online in 2020 and see what it's being sold for at that time. Yes, sounds already very exciting, so I definitely want to open this. I'll just read the back. Kingston Estate 2010 Petit Verdot. This special release wine hails from Kingston's own vineyard. As pioneer of this unique varietal, a specific area of the vineyard is dedicated to a super premium Petit Verdot. Every vintage, a select section of rows are handled with extra care by vignerons who ensure the fruit harvest has the highest flavour, intensity and the deepest colour. The canopy is carefully reduced to allow the most sunshine, where the grapes bask in the warm riverland climate to fully ripen and develop true Petit Verdot characteristics. Winemakers then hand-make limited volumes to produce a wine which is a credit to their craft. This winemaker barrel select is hand-selected from only 16 barrels and is not for general release, but produced exclusively for only selected customers to showcase the quintessential flavours of Petit Verdot. And this is by Kingston Estate Wines in South Australia. Okay. The only downside, I'm not really into red wine that's been clarified with milk products, but the description is so good that I'm just going to have to try. Now I'm going to do a little bit differently this time, in the sense that this needs 8 to 10 years of cellaring, so it's probably going to need a bit of decanting. So I'm just going to pour this into another glass and then pour it back and let it settle for a little bit, and then I'll be back with you. All right. Well, I'm excited. To your good health. Very strong aroma there. Plum and alcohol. Bitter cherry. Smells a little bit like a Shiraz. Let's give this a try. Okay. That's interesting. Very soft in the mouth. Doesn't have that, you know, tannins that sort of rip your mouth into a grimace. It's only mild. Can already taste the coffee starting to come through. It needs a bit of time. Tastes very young. Definitely drinkable now. Decanted a bit, but does need a little bit of aging to bring out some of those extra flavours. Just medium finish. If you like a bitter cherry flavour, then this is going to be nice for you, but it just indicates how young it is, and I'm sure that will transform into sweeter cherry flavours, and the plum will probably come out as well, because that's quite small at the moment. Definitely like the mouthfeel of this one. Very smooth, and it's going to just keep getting smoother. Wow. I'm impressed with the potential for this one. Very excited. I'm still going to drink it as it is, but because of the complexity that this has, that can develop, and because of the different type of wine, I know I can leave this overnight and it's still going to be all right in the morning. In fact, it will actually taste better in the morning. A bit more oxygenation, a bit more age gets into it a little bit. I would say this would probably be okay for 2 or 3 days, but I wouldn't leave it 3. Thankfully, I'm having a party tomorrow, so this will definitely be pride of place in the middle of the other wines you can see at the back here. So, yeah. Thank you, Kingston Estate, for making this very interesting wine. To your good health.